Okay guys, I am back and we're gonna start decorating this thing, and I love the cover just the way it is. We may add a book plate, and then I think I might add gold trim around the edges, and the reason being is that this is the beautiful silk that Laura sent me. However, it picked up all the glue and then it kept fraying around the edges, so I had to glue it all down with fray chuck. And unfortunately, that silk is picking up all of that. So it won't fray anymore, but I think I want to take some gold paint in there and kind of do some covering of that. So we'll see when we get there just exactly what we think we need to do there. I might even try a little bit of distressing to kind of see how that's going to look. And of course I have a little bit of this fabric here now, so I might go ahead and just do some tests on the scraps. So yeah, here's how I do it. Usually is I bring everything I have to work with and that sort of thing out and sort it into piles. Or at least this is how I do it mentally. Not that I always do it with you guys on film, because I already kind of know where I'm going. But so these are little tiny things that I know that we have way too many of them. Obviously, we're not going to put them all in the journal, but they're already made for other journals if we decide to use them like that. Okay, those are my extras that aren't done at all. That we could use in collage if we decide to do some collaging. Okay, so we have a pocket. And these are all the journaling card pieces that I wanted to use. Okay, so we'll put those over here. Here's a pocket. Here's a pocket. Pocket, pocket, pocket. There's 3 of those, so we'll have to decide which ones to use with the journal. All right, let's set the journal out of the way for a second. Okay, pocket, pocket. Side tucks. Okay, pocket, 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 pocket. Holy cow, we have a lot of pockets, huh? And then those are the blank ones. And then we have the kit pockets, which we want to use some of those. Oh, I'm supposed to be sorting these too. Okay, so that's ephemera, ephemera, pocket, ephemera, pocket, ephemera, tag, pocket, pocket, little tag, little tiny ephemera, card. Okay, and then this is that little envelope, so we'll set that one up there so we remember. Okay, little tag, little circle, circle, tag, tag, ephemera, and envelope. Okay, so we'll set the envelopes aside because I think we will use those. Okay, so for sure we want to use the tag or the pockets that come in the kits. So I should have 4 or 5 of those, right? I have 5 of those, so we'll have to just see about those. Okay, so we'll set those over here. So what I like to do is I like balance. Okay, so, and I also like to kind of find in the journal where I think I might want a pocket. I'm just kind of quickly kind of flipping through here to see, just refresh myself on where we are. So I think I would like a pocket or 2 in here, and I think I would like to do one of these. Actually, let's just go with the inked ones because we'll have to ink the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here. And sorry, you guys are probably going to hear a lot of obnoxious noise during this video. I think I've said before that we are sand duners, and my dad has a bunch of toys, and we have a couple of 4-wheelers, and so that's kind of what we like to do as a family, is to go to the different sand duning areas mostly on this side of the U.S., the western side of the U.S. I don't actually know of any other ones, like on the eastern slope or eastern United States. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to put this other one on this side. Anyways, we are planning to do a big family trip. When I say family trip, I mean like my stepbrother, my stepsister, all of their kids, and our kids, and my dad and his wife. And the plan is to go to Idaho to St. Anthony's in July. So that's the plan. Whether it, with work and everything and seasonal work, like with my dad's trucking company, we'll have to just see if that works out. Okay, so we have this. So let's go to, first let me pull out my walnut stain stuff here. And for some reason, I think, oh, nope, it is the new dauber. So I apologize, guys. It's going to take me a minute. I think that dauber was relatively new. And I got to find the walnut stain. It'll take me a second. So anyways, with everybody's work schedule, we have to start literally way in advance. So that's what the boys are out doing today, is de-winterizing campers, and it'll be like a couple of weeks worth of work before it's all ready and said and done. And you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna order one of those cool book keeper opener things. Book weights, there you go. I think I'm just gonna do it. Of course, I say that, and my mind lately has been like a sieve. And it'll probably just go right back out of my head. But there's a couple other things I want to order, so I think I will order that at the same time. And of course, I'll need to go to Gail's favorite things, right? Because I'll never remember what it is, and I know she has it listed. Okay. So this is the back side of the middle of the signature on this one. So glue these. And I don't know if you noticed, but these are kind of directional. The thumb hole is off to this side. So in my opinion, not that you have to do it this way, but in my opinion, in my head, it works better to have it on this side. By eye, I guess, maybe. I'm not sure. It just, for my brain, it seems like that works better. So yeah, it's a whole lot of work, but it's a whole lot of fun. We have a good time. And there's usually a gentleman that goes, and he and his wife he's a realtor by trade, but he does a big Cajun boil, and man, is it good. They're good. Like, they could quit their day job and go into business. They're that good. Like, it's phenomenal. So yeah, he usually does the big Cajun boil, and then, you know, we'll have a lot of times as all the campers will get together, and one night this person fixes that or whatever. We'll do menus and stuff. But last year we didn't really. Mark and Lana just did the Cajun boil that one night, and I think I think we all like fix our dinners, but then we all kind of like, we all eat together, because in the park and where we camp, they have like communal picnic tables and stuff, and like awnings and things like that. So yeah, that's a whole lot of fun. And guys, I don't know if this might end up being kind of like a quick little series, because I can only think of about 3 or 4 things that need to be made for this journal. So how cool, like, that kind of sucks, because now I got to think of more videos to do, right? But it kind of rocks, right? That we already did all the work. So, and then I usually like to put about 3 pages in. And let's put it on this side this time. Oh wait, we're doing kit pockets, right? Oh, I only have one left. Okay, we'll save that one for maybe the back cover or something. All right, so then, see, I think I want, okay, so what I try to do too is if there's like something like this where it's like matching, then I'll try to put it like kind of a page spread, yeah, like this maybe. So it's like, just like a whole spread. And I'm actually thinking this is one of the things we have to make. And I'm thinking there's some bees in here too. And I think if we made some bee cards, that would look cool. So maybe we'll put those there. I'm just going to, let's just glue it while we're here, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make it like a third tuck here and just do this side, like up at the top. Glue down the seam here of the envelope. And go here. I guess I probably should have decided where exactly on the page it was going before I put the glue on, but fake it till you make it, right? That's what I always say. Okay, and I don't know, this journal actually might already be spoken for. She'll, by this last, like the very first video, she probably would have already kind of told me whether she wanted it or not. And I do that, guys. If you see a journal that is speaking to you and you want it, if it saves me the time and energy of listing it on Etsy, I usually give a discount, and then I let you claim. Because in truth, I'm not that big a fan of Etsy, but you know, we have to have a decent outlet to market our stuff, right? But in reality, I'm really not a big fan of Etsy. So if it saves me time and energy, because it is, I mean, it is kind of a lot of work to put stuff on, like do an Etsy listing. It takes me no less than 30 minutes to do one listing. Now, granted, I am a little bit tech challenged, but still, I mean, that's why you don't see a whole lot of stuff in my shop right now, is because I have a whole pile of stuff to list. I just, it's so daunting. Because it literally takes me, and it's not even that it takes me that long to list stuff. What it is it takes forever for the photos to load. I can have an entire listing done in just a few minutes, but loading the pictures, oh, I don't know if any other Etsy stores have that issue, but okay. So we have these two that are kind of matching, these ones right here. So I think those will be cool, and then in this other thing, it kind of goes with the coolness of this layout. Makes sense? So we'll go ahead and put those in here. Now let's find some more matching ones to put on this side here. And by matching, I don't, ooh, you know what though? Hey, these would look super cute here, huh? And they're the same backgrounds. So yeah, let's do that. And then I think we're going to put some laces and some trims and things like that on the edges of the page. Oh, that was another thing I was going to say. And I'm going to go ahead and seal it all the way up instead of leaving like a little tuck here. I'm just covering a lot of, like I'm just squirreling out on you, huh? So, where was I? I don't remember. So we talked about St. Anthony. That'll be in July. We talked about pockets. We talked about Etsy and my dislike for listing stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I can't even remember where I was at. Okay, so then those match. So let's go over here and count in 3. Make sure those are pages we want to use. 1, 2, 3. So yep, that would be okay. Okay, so let's do this one on this side and this one on this side. And I think I'm going to go ahead and glue it all the way down instead of leaving a tuck in the back. Maybe that's what I was trying to say a minute ago. I don't know. Who knows? Part of my issue lately is that I have not been able to fall asleep before like 2 a.m. And then the puppy wakes me up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So yeah, and then some days when there's not much going on, then I don't feel so guilty about like taking a nap. But this whole last week, we've kind of had a lot of stuff going on. And so I felt really guilty about taking a nap. And plus I was at work. So obviously, you know, I don't have my sleep mat there anymore. So oh, maybe that's what I was saying, is that I want to put a little frill on the edge of the pages and have a little bit of floofing out here. And then I have to decide on a closure, which, you know what, I say that, and it'll probably end up being my new favorite tie with Sari Silk. Oh, yep, and Gracie turned on her music right outside the door. Oh, and that's another funny, oh my gosh. Okay, so we put the greenhouse. Okay, well, okay, let me start over here. We put, okay, so if you picture our house, it's like a large rectangle, and then what I'm in right now is an addition. So it's like half of the width of the house and like another 18 feet that way, like that direction. Maybe it's not, yeah, because I think this addition is 18 by 18, and everybody's gonna be like, oh wow, that's a huge craft room. It's not all my craft room. We don't have a garage living where we live, and so there's toolboxes. That's why you guys never actually get a craft room tour, I don't think, is because there's like well, one, in this house there's no closets, so oh no, oh gosh, I hope that, like, do you see that, how my paper's wrinkled there? Boy, I hope that dries, like, and isn't visible. If not, we'll have to do some stenciling. Oh, it looks like it will. This one you can't tell a whole lot. Check the front ones here. Yeah, it looks like it dried. Okay, okay. Freaking out over. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so there's no closets in this house. Literally. I'm not even kidding. There's no coat closet. There's no linen closet. There's nothing. So that said, where was I going with this? So since there's no, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put our little lace on there. So if I put this one here, sorry, I'm gonna break my story here for a second. Put that one there, And then I have more of this, so no big deal, we can add it, but does that side, yeah, that matches okay. It's gonna be awfully heavy though. Do I think the page can support it? Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Okay, so no coat closets, no linen closets, no like really like cupboards to speak of. I mean, there is some in the kitchen, but not like normal kitchens, right? And that all said, there's not, yeah, there's just not a whole lot of anything. So I have like my bread machine and all that kind of stuff and all my crock pots and everything shop related, like tools. I even got a weed whacker back here. All the paper towels and all that kind of stuff have to be stored back here. Like there is no other place in the house for them to be stored. So unfortunately, that's why you'll probably never get a craft room tour, is because it's, while I do have a lot of space for crafting, it's not like it's the only thing in the room. And I've never actually put one of these on, so that's why, sorry guys, I'm getting a little like kind of focusing, I guess, a little much. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so that's probably why you'll never get a craft room tour. I might change my mind eventually, but, you know, and give you half of a craft room tour. I don't know. That's a wait and see. So I don't even know why I started telling you that story. Oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, so going that direct, like, okay, so there's a window that way, a window this way, a window that way, and then one behind me. So normally I get pretty, like, especially during the summer, I get really great light. And I don't have to put on any other lighting, right? Well, the greenhouse is now out that window. So you'll not get very many first of the morning videos from me anymore, because the sun hits the roof of that greenhouse, and literally I thought I was going blind this morning when I walked in the craft room. I was like, oh, that's so not gonna work. I was like, all right, so I will work at the cutter, which is on a table that way. So when I go in that direction, that's where I keep my cutter and my die cutter, just if anybody's curious. But yeah, it looks like a kindergartner's glue in this, huh? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not gonna like buckle that up, that it's gonna go in its crease. And I gotta make sure I don't glue the other side of it down, you know? Like glue it to the other page. Okay. And then in that direction on the floor is where I keep like my new carts that I got. They slide up underneath this desk. And then a little further that way is normally where I keep my sewing machine, but right now it's out on the pool table because it's broken. So I'm waiting on parts to come in. Hopefully they'll be in this week. I don't know. It's anybody's guess. And like I said, this is one of those things that I'm going to attempt to fix, but I mean, the machine is 12, 13 years old. It has definitely been through its paces. I'm not going to lie. I am not always the best when it comes to my sewing machines, or, you know, and that thing has been a workhorse. I mean, it has been through a lot. It has sewed many clothes. It has sewed umpteen million things for journals. I would not blame it if it told me to take a hike. Seriously. Okay, well that didn't turn out too bad. I think normally I would have preferred it to be a little put on like cardstock maybe for the heft, but I think it'll be all right. It doesn't seem to be hurting the paper any. Okay, so let's see. We have all those magic pockets done. Let's see what we have left and what we think we might still need. Because remember, I don't think I'm going to use this pocket. I don't know. We might. I still reserve my right of refusal, I guess. Okay, so then I usually try to put... That's there. So maybe let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages in. Let's see. And then what's this one? How many pages from this is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we did, let's do one on this side and then we'll go to the other side. And then I think we're pretty much done with pockets, maybe. Let's see. Those two match that, pretty much. That's a side pocket one. All right, so I really like that one. Thinking this might be a back cover one. And I don't really want to put another on the thing here. So that's, we'll put one here. Okay. Do you hear Gracie singing? I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, she's my little singer. If there is a song to be sung that she likes, then she definitely does it. Like we'll be in the middle of a store, and when the spirit moves her to sing, she sings. And be darned anybody watching her. I mean, like I will say she's my hero. She dances to the beat of her own little drummer, and that, for me, that's awesome. I'm glad she has the confidence of a young lady to be able to do that. I don't think I would have ever had that confidence, so. So in my book, that's a win. Oh, I just got really quiet because I'm listening to the goings on outside. Paul's moving the tractor. It's rabbit cage cleaning day for her. So maybe I can just like find it easily by just doing that. Yep, okay. Now we'll put the pocket on this side for this one. Yeah, so Paul's just going to dump the tractor. And we will have another batch of baby bunnies soon. So that'll be exciting. So I've also been thinking of new series stuff. And I think I've come up with a plan. And it's just as much for me as it is anybody who wants to watch. I've been slowly compiling like my favorite pockets that I want to try from all these different creators. So what I think I want to do is take and make, make several videos, 15 to 30 minutes long, that have, we won't decorate any of it, per se. I mean, maybe we will. But I would like to, for me, have like my favorite pockets that I've seen, or like my favorite ephemera. And I'd like to compile it all into like a video series so that I can go back easily and be like, oh yeah, that was my favorite pocket I used here. You know, that sort of thing. So just as much for me as it is anybody else. Let's see, what was that? We went 8 pages from the middle, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What did we get? Okay, that'll work. All right, so I think this is, oh, I do have another pocket. Look at that. It's like it was meant to be. Do you like that one? Or I think I like this one better here. It's meant to be. I'm telling you, this whole journal just feels like it's like falling into place and falling in together. I mean, I say we won't be doing much work to it. I mean, in truth, I mean, we spent how many hours? 3 hours already making ephemera for it. So, I mean, it's not like it just seems like it's going really fast now, I think. Let's put it in the middle of the page. Let's be daring. Go out of the normal. Okay. Now I'm just going to make it simple on myself instead of trying to find it like I did last time. We'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How about that? I'm going to go bold, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on this page instead of this one because I think it washes it out too much. So I'm going to go here, and then it kind of ties the two in together. And we'll do middle of the page again. Holy cow, guys, we are almost there. Oh, there goes the tractor again. Boy, she's loading her poop fast. Okay. All right, so I think that does it for now. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, see how many minutes we're at. And then if we're not too far off the 30-minute mark, then it'll be a 30-minute video, and then tomorrow's video will just be the loading. And then the third video in the series will probably just be making ephemera. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon, and have a great evening. All right, bye now.